Alright, so today I thought I would walk through pretty quickly what I would like to call the Freddie King Shuffle. Now, this is obviously featured heavily in Tore Down, if you've ever listened to that by Freddie King, but it's also in another song called That Will Never Do. So I think it's just kind of a Freddie King thing. So I thought we'd go over that today. It's pretty simple, but we're going to do it in the key of C, and you can move this anywhere, up and down. Doesn't matter, all right? You can move it anywhere up and down the fretboard, okay? But we're going to do it in the key of C because that's where Tore Down is. But again, he does this in a couple of different songs, so we're just going to call it the Freddie King Shuffle. All right, here we go. So the part one, because you would use this in the 12-bar blues, would be over the 1 chord. So in this case, it would be a C chord. All right, and so I'm going to get kind of close here. All right, so what you would want to do is you got two options. You could just do single picking. If you want to spice it up a little bit, you can kind of do a strum and palm mute while you're doing it. Alright, so either way. But here's the notes, okay? So first thing you're going to do is hit twice on the 9th fret of the low E, and then twice on the 10th fret of the D, twice on the 8th fret of the D, twice on the 8th fret of the A, and then repeat. When you get comfortable with that, you kind of So then, the cool part about that is that same structure you're just going to use again, but you're going to go down a string for all of that. And so then when you go to the second section, which would be the 4 chord, or in this case an F, you're going to go. So that would be 2 on the 8th fret of the A, 2 plucks on the 10th fret of the G, 2 on the 8th fret of the G, and then ending with 2 on the 10th fret of the D. So you just see how that changes. So you go. Now switch to the F. Back to the first one we did, which is the C. So then the last one you're going to do for the G chord in this case, you just play your 10th fret of the A twice, and then your 12th fret of the G, 10th fret of the G, and then 12th fret of the D. And then back to the F, which is when you start with your pointer finger on the 8th fret of the A, and then back to the C. And then you do a walk down. And what that is the 8th fret of the A, the 9th fret of the A, and the 10th fret of the A. And then you play, which would be a G9, right? G9, okay? And what that is middle finger on the 10th fret of the A, pointer finger on the 9th fret of the D, ring finger on the 10th fret of the G, and pinky on the 10th fret of the B. You just start over. If you get comfortable with it, when you're doing the C, you can reach over with your thumb to get the 8th, but you can also use your pointer, whichever one you want to do. And so that's pretty cool because you can slow that down if you're playing with like a friend or something. They're just playing a slow blues in A, right? So even if they're playing something slow, you can. how easy it is to switch. This is now an A, right? But if you know that shape, you can move it anywhere. And you can play in any key with anybody, and fast or slow. It's just kind of a cool Freddie King shuffle to add to your blues playing. Hope this helps.